It's traditional to start a few words like this on this occasion by saying, "Well done, year of whatever, you got through it." But those words have much more meaning tonight. Well done to the class of 2021, you truly got through it. There is no doubt that you have had the hardest year 11 and year 12 in history. And what you had to endure in terms of Zoom learning and missed milestones and the lack of the physical presence of your friends was unprecedented for 2 whole years. But you got through it. I'd like to thank your parents for helping you with all these travails. I'd like to thank your teachers who pivoted so quickly to Zoom learning and ensured the learning kept going. And I'd like to thank you for your resilience and your endurance. And the conditions still, to some extent, continue. And it's worth mentioning that some of your cohort aren't here tonight because of COVID-related matters, and that's a shame. But tonight is not just about the last 2 years of VCE or the last 2 years of COVID. Tonight we're celebrating 15 years of learning, of growing. Some of you were here in lower kinder, and as you heard, that's the time that I joined Scopus as well. Some of you started in other places and joined us along the way. But it's worth going back to those days in lower kinder and comparing certain qualities that you had then to what you have now. Because in truth, there are certain characteristics that a 3-year-old displays, that it's the job of a school, it's the job of educators to maintain those characteristics. And to some extent, the success or failure of an education can be judged by to what extent those characteristics remain. And I'm talking about 3 things. And the first is the curiosity with which you entered lower kinder. You know, lower kinder kids, they're great because they have such a thirst for knowledge. They want to understand everything. They ask interminable questions again and again because they want to know more. And I hope that you still have that curiosity 15 years later. I hope that rote learning for VCE has not knocked it out of you. And I hope that you continue with a lifelong love of learning, a desire to understand the world, a desire to understand society, and a desire to use that understanding and knowledge to make your world and make your community and make those around you a little bit better. And the second quality, which is a particular feature of our school, is a love that little children display for all things Jewish, whether it's words in Hebrew, whether it's the Kabbalat Shabbat on Friday mornings, whether it's celebrating the Chagim. It's beautiful to see eyes open wide and filled with joy and excitement as these things come to pass. And I hope that thanks to Scopus and thanks to your efforts, you have maintained that love of being Jewish. But now is your time to deepen that connection, to make it real, to turn Jewish identity into Jewish identification through action, through study, through learning. Now it's up to you. It may be, as somebody once said, that you had the best ulpan ever, but it's up to you now to deepen and maintain that connection with Israel through understanding and through a sense of belonging. And may it be that you, in the ways that you decide for yourself, make a contribution to the greatest story ever told, which is the story of the Jewish people, by writing your own chapter in that book as you go out to build Jewish life and to build Jewish lives. And the third quality is perhaps the most important of all. A little child enters into school with tremendous self-esteem. For an infant, they're the king or the queen of their world. And sometimes, and I say this with regret, that self-esteem is chipped away bit by bit as they grow through childhood and adolescence. Some rise to the top of the pack, and others see themselves pushed to the margins. I hope that you still have that same self-esteem, that you still have that confidence, that you still have that understanding of the part that you can play in the world around you. And let me say this, if you want to be great, be part of something greater. If you want to have esteem, show esteem for others. We talk about collaboration as one of the 21st century skills for learning. But collaboration is not just in the classroom, not just in the university, not just in the workplace. It's in our homes, it's in our communities, it's in our cities. Collaboration means sharing your knowledge with others. Collaboration means being able to contribute to the greater good. And that is the finest way to ensure your own self-esteem, your own sense of worth. On Sunday night, we will commence the festival of Hanukkah. And all around the world, Jews in their millions will light a candle. But you know what? On the second night, we light 2 candles. And on the third night, we light 3, and so on. We take that first candle of the first night and we say, you know what? It's not enough. We need more. We need more light. And indeed, the story of Hanukkah continues throughout the week. And each night, there's more illumination in our windows, more ability to use that light to see what is right and what is wrong. Tonight, you might feel this is the end. It's not. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of the beginning. Because you have so much in front of you, so many opportunities to contribute. And the light that you have acquired thus far is just the beginning. Because from now on, you have the opportunity to bring more and more light with every step. My blessing to you is that you take the light that you have created so far, and you make it brighter, and you make it illuminate even more, and you change yourselves, and you change those around you, and ultimately, you change the world. Chazak ve'amatz. Congratulations.